What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, I want to play a new game with you guys. So it's going to be called Guess the Turn. So you need to be guessing what's a good turn, what's a bad turn, and that's it. So you get 1 point if you guess a good turn, 1 point if you guess like the worst turn for you, basically, and then you lose 1 point if you make a mistake. So let's get started.
Oof.
And it's going to be very funny.
Is
All
this
right.
for is this for range?
Yes. So for range, we're looking for the best turn for your range. This is button versus big blind. We see bet the flop small. Then basically working on what's the best and the worst turns. So who wants to start?
Man, this is hard.
Immediate in the chat.
Fake fix him. Fix him.
Wait, so sorry, we're saying what we think the best and worst turns would be for our range, you said?
Exactly. Exactly. So
After c-betting flop.
yeah, we see bet small. And then you wanna guess the best and the, the worst turns.
Okay, we're not doing points yet, right? We want to see a couple of these before we.
Well, actually, we can actually do points if you want, right away. So,
Oh my God. Well, I don't want to go first then because I'm gonna lose a bunch of points. Actually, no, I got this one. Worst
okay,
turn card in the deck is.
can I whisper since you're first?
I mean, no. What's the point?
No.
You go first if you want to go first.
You have to pick the exact right single card, yeah?
No, most of the time the suit don't doesn't is less relevant than you think for the worst card.
I think I'm like between a 5 and a 10 here. Those are definitely the worst cards. That's what I think. Um, 5.
Five of
5 is the
spades?
worst.
So
Is
I'm
five of
pretty sure
spades the
you got
worst?
the nail on the five. So the five I think is a pretty good one. So you'd have 1 point, but let's double check five, and then what's the best card? The best turn for.
See, I'm a little confused about that because I don't know. Ace isn't actually that amazing for us. We improved, but it also means we had less aces anyway. Some of the Broadway cards are kind of good for us. King. So I'm not.
Probably king, right?
King, you say?
Yeah, you think King is? You think King is better than Ace, Danny?
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
All right. Let's
Um.
go with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
king.
I'm willing to go with that for a wild guess. Yeah, yeah. 5 is worse. King is best.
For range, Dean, for range.
Yeah, 8 would definitely be the nuts when you're holding pocket eights.
Okay, so the worst is clearly the five. The five pairing, very, very bad. So Tim gets
Wait,
one.
hold on though. You're looking at check frequency.
You have to look
You
at
can
equity
exactly. You can rank these by equity.
Well, no, I
or
want to look at
EV.
how often your range is betting on which turn. Like if the
Oh, okay.
turn
Well,
is
I wouldn't have
bad,
understood that. I would not have understood that you simply wanted betting frequency when you said best or worst.
okay,
I
well,
assumed that we were talking about equity.
that's what I
Yeah, I
meant.
would assume we're talking about equity as well.
Yeah,
We
but
should do it by EV, it's more interesting.
no, 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 no.
Yeah,
This is
EV's
gonna be
great.
really good. The highest frequency of turn bet
See,
for
I would have answered
Oh, that's
differently though, because
boring.
King brings in equity. You're gonna have higher frequency bets when you have more incomplete equity on the board, and that's why it's betting a lot on like 9 and 8, because those leave a million gut shots out there, but nothing completed. So like
Those are the
our
only
King,
bricks, yeah.
so yeah,
exactly.
here
Yeah.
actually the here's the exercise. Okay, so here turns out the nine and the eight I think are better because on the flop the big blind is holding a lot of 9x and 8x,
Yeah.
right?
They're just
So
bricks that don't interact with the five, like Like 6 and 7 are the same, but not quite the
Pretty much
same.
the same. Yeah, pretty
So
much the same.
I want us to make the link between the folding range on the flop and what's the best turns. Because there's
Okay, we can
definitely a link.
continue with your game of wanting to
But
measure
can you
checks and bets,
first
but can we
humor us and show the EV?
exactly, exactly? Can we kind of like
Yeah.
check this against EV to see how well these things do or don't correlate?
You mean like this, or how would you?
If you go to
It was
flop report, you know,
the same screen you were on, there's a different tab where, yeah, at the top instead of
at the
strategy,
top,
you click EV button.
EV on these little buttons
No, to the right.
underneath. You're too high, just
Yeah,
under
one
where you
row
are. There's
below.
EV.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh,
yeah. And
EV, but
equity.
sure.
Oh, we're on flop though. We need the turn. How do we get back to the turn? There we go. Oh, we're on big blind, so it'll be inverted. Go to button.
Click button instead.
Okay,
But
perfect.
that's equity, do EV.
5 of spades. And then, oh, it's still the 8 and 9?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
so
still the 8
two,
and
three,
9.
four,
Okay,
five are exceptionally bad. Ace is actually better than king.
you're right.
Okay, so Louis, this is like informed one thing that I did really want to see, which is that your hypothesis that betting frequency correlates with EV is true. That
Yeah.
seems accurate.
Yeah. 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 For
I just
this,
wanted to
yeah.
confirm that. I didn't want to go too far with this without kind of having like a sense of the
Yeah.
underlying thing. And you're right that big blind folded a bunch of 9-8, 9x and 8x, and therefore the turned 9 doesn't hit them that hard.
Cool.
So +1, -1, 0 for Tim. Right.
Well, it's a bonus point for being the sacrificial lamb.
Is that a mistake?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
Here's one because it's gonna be a bloody one, I feel. So, all right, Danny,
All right.
next.
Queen Jack 4. A little bit trickier one. Interesting. The best and the worst. Um, Probably once again, I would think the worst is a 4. And the best is a bit trickier. Will it adhere to the same theme and be a 7? Yeah, probably. Let's go the best
7.
is a 7. Or wait, no, wait. Maybe actually no, it's different because on the other one it was ace 5, so all the wheel cards brought in stuff. Maybe it's just a deuce.
What about the
Maybe it's
ace?
just a deuce. What about an ace? Oh, what about an ace? Hmm. Ace is more contested, right?
For you or for him? What about the
Like it's
king?
still,
How many kings does he fold on a flop when you see that? That's what you need to think about. When you see bet and he calls, he's folding a bunch of stuff. The stuff he
hmm.
folds are gonna be good cards for you.
But the king and the ace also downgrade all of our like top pair hands, and he'll often check raise queen X on the flop. So I don't know if we actually want a card that downgrades top pair. I think we prefer a pure brick. That's what we saw in the previous one, but there was no. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. I think it will either be a deuce, or like you're saying, like king or ace could be pretty good.
So,
But I'm gonna go with deuce. Let's try deuce.
oh, I think you've gonna break it.
Maybe
Okay.
not two or three of diamonds.
Jack, maybe? If not mentioned already.
You're right. Ace and king are better.
Alright, so the worst would
Even
be
the
the
10 is
4.
quite good, which I kind of
The,
was thinking too. Yeah.
so the bottom card pairing, right?
And you see a little bit, it's not as intense, but like 4 pairing is terrible, jack pairing is not good. Pretty clear.
Okay, so you have 1 point here. And then the deuce. The deuce. There's no way the deuce was the best card for us. It's the ace. Look at that.
Yeah, you're
Told
right,
you.
you're right. Can we look one more time at EV to be
Yeah,
sure
I'd be
it's
curious.
correlating? Just
So
a
it's
little bit.
just here, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's same thing, okay.
The ace is best, the king second best. How good is the king here? Second best, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Then
And then the 10.
the 5 is not actually the worst. Look at this. The 4 is actually the worst equity card for us.
Yeah, yeah, that's the bottom card pair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Nice, nice,
Okay,
nice,
very nice, very
nice.
nice.
Nice, fun new game. All right. So Said is next. They throw him under the bus right away.
Skip me now, please. He must be, oh, he's
Did
on
he?
the phone.
Oh my goodness. Did he say skip me now?
Yeah, he did.
Did he? Oh, good. Minus
Even
one.
before you showed this nasty board.
Perfect. Minus one Said.
It's actually a really good game. I like it.
Right. Watch out for fomenting. Minus two. It's expensive. Right.
Well, I'm being
Said.
genuine.
Said loses a point. Woo! Okay, Arturas. Artura. What's the best turn for you here, Arturas? What's the worst
Oh, I
turn for
know.
you?
You know? I don't know. And you know.
I think I know.
Arturas.
I don't know the worst one though.
Best is like, what? I don't even know. Seven of spades? Maybe pairing of something like a 9 or 8?
The best is a 7, you say, Arturas. Like, I think that 7 is the worst, but sure. What about the
7
worst?
is the worst?
What do you think is
Okay,
the
and
worst?
what
He
do
said seven. He said this seven's one of the worst,
Definitely.
along with 8 and 9.
No,
Yes.
he was saying the best. Dean, you're risking losing a point here.
Yes.
um so and the word no 7 is the best. I already forgot what I said. So the best is gonna be Bro, I don't even know our CBet strategy on the flop, and you ask about the turn.
Beep, beep, beep.
Congratulations, Arturas. This is just
I
like in
know,
game. We have no idea what
Arturas.
we're doing at one node, and yet we still have to play future nodes.
I
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Arturas.
Okay, and let's do the best is you wrote 7 as worst? Okay. It doesn't
Best
matter.
is
Let's do
7
No, you
is
said
what
the
he wrote.
best was 7. That's what I wrote. What I told you is you're in the potatoes.
the best is like Jack, I guess. A Jack
Okay.
and worst is a spade maybe. Spade is
Which
worst,
did.
like 7 of spade
What?
is worst, and best is Jack of clubs.
Okay. Let's see that.
Wild,
I
wild
think
I don't know, I'm
answers.
I
just
think ace, just offsuit ace is the best.
oh yeah,
Gotta
good
be.
Still.
call, good call.
I assume that
But you
8 is the
check a lot.
worst, but I don't know.
Offsuit ace. And the worst is which? Ace of spades, maybe? No.
I was thinking ace of spades is bad, but 8 is bad as well. Bottom card.
Yeah, I'm curious which one will be the worst here.
Okay. Boom.
Offsuit ace.
Best is the ace. -1 for Arturas. Worst, the jack of spades.
I don't know, just show me answer.
Yeah.
But grade him on an offsuit jack, not the jack of spades.
Yeah, jack is the worst, right?
I think we should
No,
have
jack
to
is
get exact
average.
suit when it's relevant.
What's the
I
worst
think
card
Jack
here?
of Spades is an easy answer here, personally.
Yeah, no, Jack.
I mean, not easy, like I said, I didn't know, but like, it makes a lot of
And
sense. Right?
you were correct though that Ace of Spades is a below average card. It's not the worst
Yeah.
card, but it's not good.
Okay, so we would accept as the worst card a Jack, an 8 or a 9. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so Arturas loses 2 points. Thank you very much.
I don't know why, okay.
You don't know why? You missed everything afterwards.
I mean, I called every single card in the deck, I have no idea what.
Oh, a little monotone. Wait. That's not gonna be the board. Okay, who wants to go next? Think it's gonna be Dean. Dean wanted to speak. Come on, Dean.
It's in board, no?
Yeah, same board, we're getting a new one.
This one. The best turn for you, Dean.
Uh,
Ooh,
Really a bad one.
this one is, a trap? What do they call it? A debater?
best turn. I just guess king. A king.
Okay,
The worst would be. Hmm, maybe the 7. This might be the worst. Hmm. Yeah, I just guess the 7.
the
Any 7
7.
that any 7 that gives
I
the
don't
flush
think your
draw.
worst is a 7. But let's see.
Tim and I agree, 8 is the best. I think ace is sneakily the worst.
Jack is
Yeah, I
worse.
think the eight's gonna be really good.
Ace
I
I
has
was
to be the
thinking ace
best,
was
no?
bad too,
No, no,
because
no.
they would float with a lot of aces.
Exactly. Think about their check call range, Louis. It's all ace high.
It's all Jack high.
Oh,
Oh, Jack is worse than ace. Alright.
so Dean said the best one is the king. Oh, so close, Dean.
So
Oh, here
close.
it's the
Queen.
king.
Queen makes sense, yeah.
Here
Yeah,
it's
that's reasonable.
the queen.
Good.
Okay, queen. Queen. Oh my goodness, Dean. So close. So I'm happy to take a point away, but you were 1 pin away, Dean. But good,
Oh, you shouldn't
good
take one
idea.
for that.
Yeah, for sure. Then the
Why
worst
8?
one. Worst one
Yeah,
is the
it's the
jack.
worst.
Jack. The jack pairing, I thought so. The jack pairing makes you less likely that you have a jack and makes him call with all of his ISI. The equity goes to
I was just thinking about some of his like shittier. If he has like deuces or something, maybe they get counterfeited.
yeah.
With the
And
jack.
then let's look at
Oh, true.
so okay, so
Hmm.
And why is the queen better than the king or the ace?
but look at the
He's
ace,
probably
right?
More straight
well,
interactivity.
Like Danny was saying, he's floating all the aces in the world, right? And
Yeah,
even
okay.
some kings, right?
Hmm.
yeah,
But
look
the
at how much more
queens,
he's exactly. He's raising so many queens, like queen 5 suited. He's raising a lot.
Yeah,
King 5
yeah,
suited, he's able to call some because it
and
has enough
that's
showdown.
it.
yeah.
That's why the queen is the
Okay.
best.
Hmm.
Because you don't have any queen in his calling range. So very nice.
Mm.
All right. Who's next?
The ace wasn't as bad as I thought it might be, though.
Oof, tough.
Who's next in the bloodbath?
Go for it, Louis.
Oh my goodness, Andy. Okay.
Here we go.
You put
Okay,
yourself
so
down.
very simple for me. The worst one is a 6. So the
Yeah.
6 is the
Mhm.
worst, and here it is. And then the best one is the ace.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
I think you're right.
Is it? Because he calls so many aces. Does he?
No, it's a paired board thing that I was referring to.
I'm torn. I think it's really close. It could be close between, because think about all the queens that he folds on this board.
Mm.
The queens are like, he's like, so the queen might be really good for us, but I think the ace, I don't know why, because he's supposed to call with plenty of aces. Okay, so am I taking the bait with the
Hmm.
queen? Or am I, because the ace has been great so often. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the ace. All right, screw this shit.
10 might be good.
I think you're right. I think ace should be a
Should be
little
good.
better than queen,
I
but
don't
it
have
could be
ace
very
queen.
close. Yeah.
I bought the
I mean,
Jack
he
10 that they don't have.
Worst six.
Fucking
Boom. Best
holy shit.
ace. Oh,
and
and
then
look at
queen.
that, followed by a queen.
Well played.
Right.
Two for you.
Because on the queen, sometimes you outdrew his jack X or 6X. On the ace, you frequently outdrew his king X or his jack X or his 6X.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hmm.
Right,
He still has
Ashk.
some king, queen, queen, jack, right?
Ashk, you want to play?
Forward pairing is always the worst.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Welcome, man. So, what do you think is the best and the worst here?
Worst should be ace axis, I believe. Big blind is gonna float with a lot of ace axis on this paired board, and best would be, I'm not sure, king maybe.
Okay, so I think here the worst one would be probably a five. But let's see.
Or is it more like straight interactive, like a six or hmm. Five or six, I think. Won't he check raise quite some 5x?
It's kind of weak though, right? Like on a trips board. He'll raise some, but he definitely calls some too.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
so the worst is the five, as I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
so
You're right though, Danny. 6, 7, 8 are not good.
-1 on the worst, and then the best is it the king? Oh, so close! Actually a queen. Okay, so the
Yeah.
queen is the best because on the flop, I guess he folds all the queens.
Yeah, he'll float backdoor king
Ah,
X
look at
and
this.
king queen, king jack.
He still calls some kings. Okay, so king is almost the best one, but because he floats some king eyes, you know, queen is the one he folds the most. It's the best one. Wow. Very, very fun to look at. All right. Nice try, Ashkay. And welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have a next contender? I think Saeed. No, Saeed lost his turn for fomenting. All right, Tim.
Ale.
Wait. This one.
This is wait, this is okay, yeah. I was like, this is the same.
Yeah.
So what do we want to see on King 8-4? Don't want to see the 8 or 4 pair. Those are gonna be the worst. 4 specifically, but 8 right behind it as a bad card. I think best is gonna be some of the stuff that doesn't float a lot of, like Jack and 10. Uh yeah, is let's leave it there.
I think you have the worst one before. And then I think the best probably be an ace here, no?
I just think he floats a lot of that, whereas like we bet Jack 10, but he never floats like Jack 10 without suits.
Okay,
Uh,
so the worst, the four. Have that
uh
one.
Ace is the best. Jack
The
10
se-
are like
wait, wait,
okay,
wait.
that's like a decent
Second
find
worst. Second worst. Oh my
for sure.
goodness, the eight.
Yeah, definitely. That was easy.
Okay, okay.
And why is eight so bad? Because we're opening offsuit eights.
Yeah, but you check some of them on this flop, and he like never folds any eights, basically.
Yeah,
And also
okay.
he check raised off some of his best king X. Like he check raised off some of his like king queen, king jack, king 10 even maybe.
Yeah.
Whereas like but he has full frequency of his 8x that he defended flop with. So we checked some of it. They don't arrive here. He calls with all of his arrive here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Cheers.
not the best one. Best one is the ace,
Yeah, best
followed
one is
by
the
the
ace.
jack, followed by the
No,
jack.
jack's okay. Jack and 10 are all right. That's like not a bad notion, but ace is the best.
Okay, so +1 -1. See another board for you, Danny. Danny. See, is he creamy Danny? Danny? He's in chat. Okay, so he says, Danny, first turn, a queen would be best. And then the worst. You said 3? Thank you, Saeed. Okay. The best. The best is not a queen. The best is the 7. Ha, ha, ha. Great. The 7. Okay, so the worst you have it. The 3 is the worst, right? The second worst, the king. Second pairing is very bad. So these two are very strong when it comes to good or bad turns. Okay, so the worst, the best is not the queen, it's a 7. So stay at 0, Danny. Saeed? Oh man. 8, 9 are the best ones. Like the 3 is the worst though. Right. Saeed, I'm pretty sure you were caught fomenting. You also timed out of your turn. You also won last session. You were undefeated. We tried everything we could with the bonuses and everything. So if you think you're gonna get out of this -1 here, my friend, you're dreaming. Wanna make it -2 before I make it 0. So, what do you say here, Saeed? What's the best turn for you here? Now here, Saeed. Here. Best and worst.
Definitely interesting.
Think you can find a worse one. Oh my
That's
goodness. Okay.
six.
Tough guess, Saeed. Best is a 6. Worst is the worst one, Saeed.
This king's pretty nice.
Think you can find easily the worst one, Saeed. Worst is 7. I don't think so, Saeed. I think the worst is the 3, no? Okay, worst is 7. Let's see. Saeed, I think you I
Honestly,
don't know
this one's
about
very different by being a low straight board, so I think we might see something surprising. Like maybe 4 is going to be kind of bad. The best is definitely going to be like Jack Queen, something in that range.
What the hell it says?
The ace is the best. Of course. Very often the ace is gonna be the best, right? So, and the worst,
Because he has
it
to
says
float
the
with his
seven.
like 6x and 4x. So there's less aces to float with.
Yeah, all those straight cards are kind of equally bad. Deuce, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So like, I guess those 3, 4, 5 would have been good for the worst ones.
All of it's, yeah. And I'll shout out to the Jack and 10 as runners up here. It's again the question of like, what does he not float flop with? And he's like not really floating Jack X,
Yeah.
right?
Alright. Whose turn is it? Where are we? Oh, Arturas. Arturas.
Yeah.
This one, Arturas. What's the best turn for you? And for your range? What's the worst one, the worst turn for you and for your range? Start with the worst one up.
No, let's start with the best. It's a 9. The worst is
Oh my god.
uh, I don't know. A spade
Yep.
maybe. Spade of what?
Arturas, look at the first heuristic.
A deuce? He doesn't raise a deuce on the flop. I don't know, bro.
Look at the first heuristic.
If he raise
If you
kind of
don't
big on
know,
his flop.
look at the first heuristic.
Okay, let's take a deuce. Okay, you.
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
But I will take a spade. Let's see. Like, you're saying like he has a bunch of deuces on the turn. I'm not sure.
We'd still bet more spades though, right? Than we have deuces.
There's no way the 9 is best for us.
No, it is. Like,
Best
our
turn.
pairs get promoted. He also check raise a lot of 9s in the flop.
3, 4, 5. Best turn for us. 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, look at this. The worst
Six,
turn is the ace this time.
diamond. This is the best.
The paired board thing. We've seen it pretty much on every paired board, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Louis, this is really good. It's like we've studied the strategies many times, but then this kind of like looks at the same game from a different lens. And maybe we'll make things click for us.
Melanie.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, Melanie. We've got you. Be patient. So best 9, that wasn't it, right? The best was like 3, 4, 5. Arturas, you lost 2 points again.
The 6 of diamonds.
The worst one is the ace this time. What about the deuce? Where's the deuce? Ah, very close to the ace, right? Very close. So
And what is best? I don't get it. The best is a brick, like a free?
the best is 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5.
I mean, it's a scam, bro.
Okay, so it has to do with him on the flop folding all the 3s, the 4s, and the 5s in the string. So he's like folding
all, but yeah.
3s, 4s, 5. 3s, 4s, 5.
Like he can even call some Jack 10 here, right? That's like good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
-4 after that. Keep it up.
Yes. Love to see it.
What do you mean?
Okay, Dean.
Hmm.
Best turn for you, Dean. Which one? Which one do you want to start?
This one's pretty good. I like this turn. Mm, best turn. Queen.
So best
Rough
queen.
Levy. Worst. Hmm. The worst would be maybe either a five or like a four of spades. Just the
What's our
board
first
there
heuristic?
with the four.
Okay, so you want to go with the 4?
No, I'd say five, but four
5?
could be good too.
I think it's gonna be very competitive. I think it's a deuce. Let's see.
I just don't think they have as many. Maybe though.
Louis, what do you think about switching us to EP after another round maybe? Change it up a little bit.
Maybe later.
Once we start finding the pattern.
Ace is best.
Seems we're still a
Ace
bit
is
off. Yeah.
best, which no, is it?
Well, these are
If you
flush
look at
completers.
those, yeah, look at the non-flush ones.
Queen,
Oh yeah, yeah.
ace,
It's
queen.
right tied, let's say. Ace and queen are tied, I would say.
Look at clubs. Can you scroll over?
Nope.
We can't see
Clubs?
the ace of clubs.
It's on the
Queen of
board.
Hearts better than Queen of Clubs.
No, it's cut off, I mean, you know? Oh, looks like ace.
The Queen of
Only
Hearts
for
is
hearts
bigger.
are they reversed.
So ace is best,
And
but
Queen.
queen
And
is very competitive. So queen, you're gonna get your point. And then the worst is the 5, you said. Worst is the deuce. Followed
So
by a
they're almost equal.
deuce,
And 3
5,
and 4 not good.
5. And Dean, you nailed it, man.
Let's go, Dean. Let's go, Dean.
yay!
See what I get?
Technically, the best was the 8 of spades.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay, so here.
Eight.
The best turn is gonna be the ace. The worst turn is gonna be. Yeah. I'm torn between the deuce and the 6. I think it's gonna be both. Gonna go with the deuce, followed by the
What's
6.
what's the best spade?
An eight would be bad to do, right?
The ace of spade.
Ace of spades? I don't think so.
Eight and tens would be bad.
Maybe jack of spades?
The best spade.
Yeah,
The best
it is the ace of
turn
spades. What the heck?
is
Hmm.
the ace. Good. The worst turn, the deuce. Followed by the 3, the 6, I said. Where's the 6? Very bad. 6. 6. Okay, 2 point again.
Tens, decent though.
I don't know, you gave extra information and it was wrong. I think you need to take one away.
What do you mean? The 6 is like,
I'm just messing with you. But that is something you would pull for one of us, just saying.
yeah, for sure. If you were in the lead, Danny, you could count on me for pulling anything off, really.
Yeah, and you are in the lead, so.
Oh, wow. You know,
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, this seems like fomenting to me. All right, Ashke.
That shut me up real quick.
Yeah.
What's a good turn for you?
Um, I guess Big Blind is gonna fold all the bottom cards here. Never gonna float them, and will continue with all his 9, 10, Jack, Queen. So maybe I'm not sure. Maybe the best cards are the bottom ones here, and not an ace. Otherwise, I would have gone for the ace.
Okay, so you say
I guess uh, on this particular flop, maybe 3, 4, 5 gonna be pretty good for us.
the worst is the ace?
Verse is gonna be 7, I guess. Verse is 7
Okay, I like your answer here. The worst 7. The best 3, 4, 5. I think that's an ambitious answer. I don't know
or an
about that.
ace. Yeah,
The
That
best one,
sounds
I feel like
fair.
it's the best one is the ace.
yeah. The default answer should be ace. Let's see.
Right, worst one, 7.
Yeah,
7.
which is
7.
yeah,
Okay, we got that. But the best one is the ace.
yeah, ace.
Okay. +1, -1. All right. Melanie, I have a new game for you today, Mel. So you need to tell me here, Mel, what is the best turn for you? And what is the worst turn for you?
For your range.
For your range, yeah.
Yeah, ignore the turn on the board.
You need to
It's just
say
if you,
the best one and the worst one. On this texture, where do you think
does it
your
make
range
sense?
wants the most and wants the least? The worst is a deuce. Mel, I'm gonna give you one chance. Okay. I'm gonna point you towards the first heuristic we have. Right? It says here bottom card pairing. Often the worst. And by often we mean pretty damn often. Deuce is kind of a brick here, no?
No,
But
it's a
the
7.
7 pair, I think it's gonna be very bad for you.
I think she just saw it.
So what do you think the worst turn is? A 5, okay. So if the bottom card is pairing, it's gonna be a 7. Okay, so I'm almost 100% sure that the worst turn here is a 7. But let's see. What do you think is the best turn here for you? The best turn would be another ace. I think that's not it at all.
A brick.
It's a
Um,
brick.
I think on the flop, yeah, okay. I have an idea. So for the worst, for the best ones, I think he folds a lot of 9x and 8x on this flop. So I think possibly maybe the 8 or the 9 is pretty good for us. And the
So it's
worst
like a
is
straight completer.
clearly the
Oh
7.
no, never mind.
So let's see.
It's not a straight.
Or would the deuce be better than a 9, Louis? Or no?
I don't know. So the worst one, the 7. Every time, almost.
Deuce.
So
The deuce.
I tried to help
The
you
deuce,
here,
yep.
but
Brick.
you went with the 5 anyway.
King's
Minus
good.
1 with that. And then the best one, you said the ace. The ace, kind of competitive. It's in the ballpark. 8 or 9 would be pretty good as well. Alright. So I guess I'll give you the point for the ace because it's very, very close, right? But the deuce, even the deuce is pretty good, right? The deuce is the best. Yeah, the deuce is the best here.
Yeah.
Non-spade deuce. Alright, so you break even here, Mel?
Very merciful leader.
Yeah. Well, it's a tough one. We're gonna like, you know. Okay. Do we add anyone? Don't think so. Him? Ooh, pair board.
Great. I think we know the answer here. I think four and ace are going to be some of the worst cards. I think best is gonna be stuff he defends none of. So that's like 8-9, 7-8-9, somewhere in that range.
7, 8, 9.
Spades generally bad, yeah.
So what, a blank like a 7 is best or what?
7 of clubs should be nice. 8 of clubs, yeah.
So the worst, the 4.
Ace
The
is bad.
8,
Ooh.
Yes, okay.
Yeah,
the
Oh.
4 is kind of bad, but not that bad.
below average. Oh, it's still the second worst
But-
card.
Okay, you
Ace,
get your
worst,
point for
worst.
the ace. Alright. Then the best one. 9,
King.
8, 7,
5 for yeah, or king.
7.
It's King, Louis.
It's so close
Oh,
that
I mean,
I
5
think
of hearts.
anything in this ballpark is gonna be a good answer, no?
Yeah, they're all very similar.
although
So
five is kind of better because I guess he's raising off some of his fives as bluffs. Like he's raising stuff like 6-5 or whatever.
5, 6, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So that lowest undercard. But it was like everything except for the ace and the four were okay for us.
so E
Yep.
is folding a lot of 9, 8s. Yeah. All right. Figured that one out. And Danny.
Um, King 4 deuce, huh? Uh, let's see. The 4 actually could be worse here. I don't know. Maybe not. Probably still deuce. Yeah, say worst is deuce, followed by 4. And the best. Well, will it be an ace or will it not because of the wheelie interactivity? Will it still be an ace or will it be something more like a queen or a jack in this instance? I'm not sure.
I might be a queen,
Mm,
huh? Queen, 10, might be that ballpark. More than an ace
yeah,
Why?
because of the wheels, right? So let's see how ace highs interact with the wheels.
yeah, I'll land on queen.
He might be good too.
Okay,
It
so
might be
the
jack even.
best queen. You say queen or jack?
Let's go jack. Switch it up. He might float some queen high, right? Some queen jack stuff, queen 10 stuff, maybe. With a spade. So we'll try jack. Deuce and jack. It's gonna be ace though. It's always friggin' ace.
Alright, worst.
Oh,
2 and 4.
oh, it's the 10, the
4,
9, the
2,
9.
2, 4, 2, 4. Alright, 1 point for the worst. The best. The best is 10, 9, 8. Oh, you went for the
9 and
jack.
10.
You went for the jack at the last,
Ah,
you bastard.
is it good enough?
Oh my lord. What
I
a
think it's good enough. I think
scammer.
it's
Good,
fine.
yeah,
It's
it's
the right
good.
idea.
Right there,
What
yeah.
Yeah.
absolute
I think it's
scammer.
good.
He was gonna fall. He was so close.
I know. Almost queened it.
Let's see his call range on flop. Let's see which queen X he'll continue.
Wait, so, okay. Right. Yeah,
He has some queen, yeah, with
the
the spade,
jack.
yeah.
He's really crippled in jacks. Right?
And he never calls 10 high, so the 10 starts being really good. Good one, good one. And the ace, like we thought, the ace was like pretty meh, right? Or even one of the worst ones, yeah.
Right. Said skips his turn for suggesting a host change.
At the very beginning.
Oh, he just did it again.
I just
Did he?
did it again.
He did it again.
Oh.
Arturas, it's on you.
Oh no, let's see
spamming.
play.
I'm spamming the graph go down emojis on him every time he comments anything.
Okay, okay, Said, you can play. What do you think is the best turn, Said, and the worst?
Maybe he'll wish he had skipped. He's gonna lose
Or
more points.
7. No, I think he is on a strong start. Strong start, Said. Let's go. What's next? The best is the Come on, Said, you're timing out. Said says the best is a queen. Okay, let's see.
Hmm.
I
King
think the
maybe.
best. I'm with Tim here. I'm with Tim. All right, Saeed's gonna get the point for the worst turn, right? Worst turn's a 7 for sure. 7, and then the best. Look at the ace. Range betting your ace. All right, so +1, -1, Saeed. Now you could have skipped your turn. It made no difference. Arturas.
Okay. I don't understand this game, but okay. I cannot name very fast what is good, what is bad.
All right, Archers,
But
let me take a second with you.
This
All
is
right.
a perfect drill for you then.
okay, let's go.
On ace 9-8, do we ever bet just like some like air balls? Do we ever bet queen 6?
No,
You sure?
no.
I think
Look
I
at
think
Louis.
It's
I
range
think
bet board, bro. It's range
yeah,
bet
I
board.
think button. I mean, even if it's not strictly a range bet, like button can bet a bunch of shit, right? Like we can bet like low equity. Do we ever bet deuces? Probably, right?
Deuces is easy, yeah.
Yeah. Does big blind defend with deuces?
No,
Does big blind defend with queen 6?
no, I don't know.
There you go. You
The
got it.
defense.
That's
Okay.
basically the deal. It's like think about what we're betting and think about what he's calling with. The hands that where he's
So,
calling a lot with, like the hands that he's never raising. He's like basically never raising any eights, pretty much. Those are going to be very good cards for him. The hands that he's not really calling, but we are betting, those are very good cards for us. Like he just only has so many, like he only has so much
so-
deuce X in range. He only has so much queen X in range. That's all I got.
Oh, so okay. So the best card is Seduce from what I got. And I won't guess
Red,
myself by the way if it's a 9 or 8 the best, but okay. Oh no, or yeah, this is best. This is best. Sorry, my bad. And worst is what? The
what?
question
When
is
he
we
called
range
it,
betting. I'm not positive
Okay,
we range betting
on
here.
well,
on
it's not really dependent on
non-monotone,
whether or not we're range betting. Don't worry about like
unpaired
we're,
boards,
we're still
it's
bet a lot
always
on
the
all
bottom
boards.
card.
Yeah, like we bet a lot on all boards. Does Big Blind ever raise some aces against our small C bet? Of course, like a lot.
A non-paired you said or unpaired boards? Bottom pair is good.
On unpaired flops, non-mono flops,
Okay,
bottom card pairing will be the worst one, like every time.
okay, so wait, let's go.
Or maybe the super straight interactive ones. We haven't done any connected flops yet. Like we should do some like 5, 6, 7. See what that one's like.
Okay, the best said the deuce. The deuce is not the best. The king.
Is it Tim fault or I understood wrong? Or is it Tim
I mean,
losing point?
it's not about being perfect, but like deuce is an above average card, so I think that still stands. Like, I don't get everyone right, but like you can point in some right directions. 8, 9,
Bro,
clearly very bad. Deuce above average. I stand by what
Right.
I said.
At least we figured that one out to us. Worst card. Worst card for you? 8 or 9? No? One of those low card pairing? Pretty bad.
I think because the 9, 8 are very connected with each other, he won't float too often many king highs, so the king becomes quite good. He has enough like interactive stuff around the 8, 9 that he doesn't
Oh,
really
it's
float king
everything,
high.
every 10x, jack X, 7x, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, Dean, here's the low board as Danny requested.
Oh,
Cute,
perfect.
cute.
Best and worst. Worst is easy. Start with the worst.
Yeah,
The
4,
best is easy.
4, but 5 would be kind of shitty, and 8 would be shitty too. I would think. I think the
Best.
best is probably this ace.
8?
Ace.
Oh, ace.
Yeah.
Like your answer a
Yeah.
lot.
I like it a lot as well. I'm curious if the 3, 4, 5, which one's worse for us, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
I think it's all of it. I think it's 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah,
Deuce as
we
well.
saw it.
The worst is the
3,
4.
4,
3
5.
is really bad. Yeah.
The
They're all
5
bad.
is bad, but in
8, yeah.
the 6, 4, 5. So that's good for 1. The best is the ace. Yeah, by far. Good that. Alright,
Nice.
two
Good
points.
one. What if it's 5, 6, 7?
I know.
Then I guess still 5 and
The 9.
then 8 maybe?
But then we have like a lot of
But we
offsuit
have
eights
some
we
9x,
probably
yeah.
that we
I think it's very similar. The 5 becomes the worst,
yeah,
the
5.
second worst, the 6. The best one is the ace.
The
Same
9 is
strategy,
actually good.
5. The 4 is deceptively good.
right?
Huh.
If you're
Bottom of our
requesting for
range
a
is
drill chain
8x, offsuit
yeah,
8.
and you have
Mhm.
minus 4 on this drill, I don't know what to tell you. A nice one, Dean.
So have
Oh,
we cracked the code? I think we're just about there.
okay, let me guess. So far, I think we're pretty strong here, right? So I think the worst is the 3. Is the 10 gonna be the second worst? Possibly. What do you guys say? The 10 second worst? My gambling on a 10? I'm gonna put it, but my point is on the tree. Okay. The best now here would be easy to see the ace. But think about how many queens this guy folds. Think about how many jacks he folds. Like Jack 7 off has to fold, right? All the jacks. We're gonna go with the ace anyway, but I think like queen and jack are gonna be very,
What
very
about a
good.
brick? Brick seems nice. No.
Okay, so it's exactly what
Oh,
I said, right? The ace is really good. The queen and the jack, very, very close. Oh, that's good for one. And the worst, the three. Wow, look at that. It's crazy, huh? You can just call your the best and the worst turns after just 1 hour of drilling. All right. Let's see. Ashke.
Uh,
It is similar.
worst, yeah, I guess the best one is gonna be the ace, and the worst one, 5, 6, 7, pretty similar. But I'll go with 5.
it's
Sounds
unbiased
good.
side. Totally unbiased.
Ace is best. Worst, 5. Boom, boom. 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. Right, Ashke. Boom, 2 points. Okay, I think we're figuring out the patterns there. Let's just see if Mal can score 2 points or not. Mal, our hopes on you. What's the best turn and the worst? Let's go, Mal. We believe in you. Best turn is a queen. Oh no. What about the worst? Worst is deuce. Would make
Nice.
sense. Let's see. I think the best is the ace. I think the queen is
Probably.
probably in the ballpark though. Okay, so the best is the ace, uncontested. The second best is the queen. So close,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Still good
So
find.
close. But you're thinking, wow, right? Because you guessed it. But it's not good enough for a point. Happy to take away a point. The worst, the deuce. Oh, look at that. You guessed the worst one. Pretty good. The heuristics don't lie. So 0, breaking even. Very good. All right. What do you guys want to do? Another round of this?
UTG.
Or you want to try it against EP? As EP. EP, EP, EP. Anyone else? Anyone else? Melanie, you break even until you hit big. That's the trick.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
let's shoot this
playing
BP.
range,
It'll be fun.
Mel.
All right, all right, all right, all right. To popular demand, we are gonna jump in for under the gun race.
And we're like, I wouldn't be opposed to low jack either, just because it's like kind of splits the difference. But anything early is nice.
He bet small, we call, and then we guess the good turn.
Low jack will be the final round for the playoffs.
I feel like it's going to be quite similar. So
Oh, that's another good idea, Arturus. We could change flop c-bet size to a larger size.
Uh,
yep.
I mean, everyone range bets small, right? That's kind of the node. And if you're in a other node,
I don't.
you're probably gonna get hurt. You don't, for sure you don't, Tim. For sure. I'm not talking about you. Talking about population.
I'm out here finding my B125 on King 10-8, bro.
Tim, you're the guinea pig again. Good luck.
Tim.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this basically being the same strategy. I think deuce, but also four are rather bad cards. I think
Pick one.
the I no. I think ace is not going to be that amazing for us because of the wheel interaction. I think he is going to float more of that. I think it's harder for him to hold on with like a king high. So I'm going to guess king as the best card.
King is the best card.
That's my
Ambitious.
guess.
I was gonna
Let's see
get
it.
ace. Ace has the
Give me my
I
best
think
card.
points.
Right.
4 and 9 will both be worse than deuce.
Four and deuce. I mean, I think you're gonna, whatever happens, you're pretty safe on the
Dude
flop.
doesn't have deuce X in range.
Deuce,
He
four.
has more than we do though. Like he has suited deuces, right? That's like
Note how
30
the
combos or
tree,
something.
the tree here would be equally bad.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good point.
Okay.
And the
Hmm.
king is remarkably better than the ace, and the answer is the
Oh,
wheel draw. So put that in your put that in
I
your
think he should
little
get a bonus point.
whoa, whoa, whoa. He already
yeah.
has one bonus point. Now he's really, really
Oh,
close.
you're right, actually.
5 points.
30,
Okay,
30
I have
bonus points.
6. He has 5. He's really close. So there's no mercy for Tim. Gonna look for ways to cripple him, not help him. Okay. Danny,
Look what they have to do just to match a fraction of my power.
Okay.
who was
Okay,
talking out of
well.
turn, Saeed? Who was talking out of turn?
He's
Because
trying to help you take
the,
points away.
the thing is, okay, very simple. Talking out of turn, I'm not gonna use that. But if one of you guys want to enforce that, I will take away the point.
But in the process of trying to enforce it, what if you foment?
You're in trouble. Oh, if you request on your request, I will take away a point. Saeed, do you make the official request? Want me to take away a point from Tim? Is that what you want? You think about your answer in the meantime. Oh my
Yes, in
goodness,
all
Tim, I'm
caps.
very sorry, but Saeed has requested we apply the rules. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Wait, I
Oh,
got
what
knocked
a
out
fair
here for
game we
talking out of
play.
turn when it was my turn.
Yes,
Well,
I think we're gonna need the video evidence. Alright, let me play real quick. 7 should be the worst, I believe. It's well represented in his range. It's the bottom card. Typical stuff.
I think that's good.
And the best. Actually, it's a bit tricky. Will it
Hey,
be the ace here, which completes some equity and improves some of his floats, but also smacks us as the EP guy? Or will it be the pure brick? Do we not want the texture to change? I'm not quite sure. I believe in this case, probably a deuce will be a little bit better than an ace. So I'm gonna go for the deuce, but
wow,
I'm taking a risk.
big risk here. I think you're failing. The worst seems to be good, right? I think it's kind of close between the queen and the 7. I think the 7 definitely worked at worst. 7,
Oh
yeah.
my god, look at the ace, dude! Kill me.
Yeah, the
Okay, okay. It's just the UTG
King
fact that we have all the ace X in
and
range. We're range betting flop. Alright, I
against the
was
worst,
way off base there.
and then yeah,
Way off
that's one
base.
mess. Okay, so breaking even.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, now everyone else knows for sure.
Alright, Saeed. The best one, the worst.
I guess a good question is like, when will the ace not be the best turn for us?
Best? Oh, he's whispering.
Bro, I don't even have to take points away from Saeed. He does it for me.
Alright, worst. Worst, he said. 7-6. 7-6. 7. Oh, seven's not that bad. 7-6. 7-6. And it's not a 7 or a 6. It's actually a 5. Yeah. It's not in the same 5 or no, not accepted here, Saeed. If it
Three,
was
five, eight.
closer, it would be. But now, like, look at the 7. This is too much. I'm sorry.
Three,
Oh,
five,
Hey,
eight.
Louis,
It's
is
the
ace or
eight, huh?
king
The
better?
eight is the worst. The
-4.
eight.
And then the best is the ace, he said. The best is not the ace, Saeed, but here, I mean, this we're gonna accept it. Okay, this is,
Hmm.
you know, closer, so. Okay, still at -3, Saeed. See, I'm merciful, Saeed. Very merciful. Right?
Why, can we look at flop strategy for a moment? Why do we think the king is better in this instance? Any
Because it's
theories?
easy, like, he's gonna float his backdoor ace, uh, and all sorts of stuff, whereas he can't really float us with like, I don't know, like, kings,
Hmm.
right? It's gonna start
Is
to
he
float with
calling,
most of. He's
is he
again.
pure calling like ace 8-0, ace 9-0 on the flop? Or
Uh,
just the backdoor? Maybe just all the backdoors are enough.
No, you're right. A lot of Acevedo. Raising some, but
Okay.
calling as well.
Not pure, but ace 10-0 is pure. Okay.
Yeah, when it goes bet, then call, and you're betting large ranges, equity gets closer. That's why you check a lot of turns. You can't just range bet turns because it goes bet then call.
Exactly. We have air. He doesn't. He actually often has a slight equity advantage after that call flop.
-1 for LP.
oh yeah.
For showing up late and saying some nonsense.
What do you mean? Tim agreed with me.
After
He was
Arturas,
trying to make you feel better.
best and worst. Turas.
He's like, I don't know what Lewis is saying, but sure.
Oh, sorry. Worst is a 5,
Let's go.
and the best is an ace.
Let's go, Arturas.
Vamos.
Feel like we're going somewhere now.
I mean, it's easier board, I guess.
So
Should be good.
fast. Arcturus is quick.
The best, clearly the 8,
Boom.
right? And the worst, clearly the 5. Arturas is starting to understand how to predict good at turns. Very nice. Dean, what do you think is the best and the worst?
3. Worst.
Okay, pretty
And
strong.
also like it's 6 and such. 4, 5, 6, I think.
The best is the
4, 4. Uh, hmm. Is it an ace? Hmm. I guess Jack.
A jack?
Yeah.
Okay, it's very tough to say
Should be
whether it's
ace,
a
I think.
jack or an ace, right?
I think
Right.
ace will always be best unless there's wheel interaction or there's already an ace on board.
The worst has to be a 3 or a 7, right? 3,
That's
7 worse.
worst.
Oof,
Uh-oh.
I was thinking that too.
Uh-oh.
Like,
Oh,
Really?
finally the heuristic I mentioned shows up. That the middle
Yeah.
card is worse than the bottom.
When it's a 7 or a 6, I think.
does he
Is
raise a 7
it's
on the
still
flop?
good.
the
Not
worst is
really. And
actually a
he
7.
defends more 7x pre, like some offsuits 7x, right? Like
The
7,
best
8,
one,
10,
a
7.
jack. A D
So Danny,
8.
your theory is that like deuce should be relatively irrelevant and it should like rapidly become
And
more
even
relevant as we
better.
approach like 5.
Very close.
Yeah.
We're
And
gonna
even
accept
better.
your jack, but it would be the actual ace.
And 2 would be good.
And looking at that, all three of those are good. Like Queen Jack 10,
Mhm.
all pretty fine.
Okay.
But yeah, unless there's a good reason, it's usually just the ace, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna take a risk here, Danny, and go with worst card is a 6.
I
Mm-hmm.
like
But
it.
I think it could be very easily a deuce. Then the best is the ace.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
I like it. I like it.
What about king?
3 is pretty bad.
And then,
7.
like maybe a 10 as well would be
Yeah,
not a,
10. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I think, yeah.
Oh, it's
Goodness.
a king. Why?
Okay.
Get wrecked.
Oh,
Okay.
so this one's dry enough where he still has more ace high stuff?
Interesting. The king. So I'm getting scammed here.
Yeah,
Wow.
but was this a range bet board?
Deuce 6,
No,
5, deuce
no,
6,
you don't
5.
read that here. You're polar. So maybe we're in a fake sizing.
Yeah, that no, that's why. Because like, if you
But
range
Mm,
bet, the ace is always better. You know.
yeah. Oh, maybe.
mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, show strategy.
The worst. I said the worst was a 6.
It's right on par. The 6, deuce, 5, and 9 are all kind of similar.
6 deuce 9, 6 deuce 9. Okay. So all right,
And the
breaking.
5 brings in 4, 3 and 7, 8, which we don't have, and he does.
Very nice
As
exercise.
well as making some 2 pair.
Okay.
Oh, our
Ashke.
first paired board from EP.
Yep.
For the worst.
Um, I guess worst. Ace is not gonna be best here, I believe. Um, Big blind will defend a lot. Will float with a lot of ace X's. Um, 8, 5, 6,
So
7.
are you saying that the worst is the 8?
No, he's just
Yeah, I
saying,
guess.
well, I don't know. Don't want to speak for him.
Oh, yeah. Uh, 1 second. Think. Yeah, I guess ace is not good, so I think worst is gonna be an ace here.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not sure. No, I'll go for king maybe. No, ace.
Ace is the worst?
Ace is worst. Yeah, ace is the worst here.
Best?
Um, Best maybe he's not gonna float with 10x's, jack x's. King maybe.
King? Okay.
Uh,
And then what do you think is 7? How good of a do you think a 7 is like a worst or neutral or what? But I think a 7 is awful.
uh,
What's your feeling about the
Yeah,
seven?
yeah. I guess. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Pretty
You're
bad,
right.
right? Okay, let's see.
Seven is pretty bad.
I could see
And
the
the king
queen
and
being better than the king potentially.
Maybe the 4 is good. Not like super good, but
Oh,
not bad.
is the ace is in the very close in the ballpark here with the worst, but the worst is actually D7. So ace
yeah,
7 is accepted as the worst. Right, they're very close, right? Very, very close. So
Ace of spades specifically is like
nice
worse
one.
because we never have a flush, nut
Yeah,
flush
the best one you said the
anymore.
king. Oh, that's pretty good as well. King, jack, or
Super
10.
good
Oh,
find. The ace.
maybe
yeah.
0.5 for this.
Oh, no. You drilled it. Nailed it. Very
Yep.
good. 2 points.
Are there any spots where a Broadway card isn't the best for under the gun?
Yes.
Yeah, when it's like ace king board already,
In which
then you
case, it
just want to
switches to
brick.
being like
When
deuce,
there's
yeah,
two
or brick. Like,
Broadways.
That's one we saw before.
Okay,
What am I
Mel.
smoking? We never have nut flush. Yeah, when the ace of spades hits on the turn, we never have the ace high flush because it's on board. I mean, we can have the king high flush. Sorry, I misspoke a little bit. But
Mel, best and worst. Still eight for the best. Okay, I like that. The worst? Think you can find the worst if you look at the board. What do you think the worst? The three? Why a three? Ah, I'm sorry, Mel. You were so close. Just look at the first heuristic, Mel. Let's go. Okay, I will like, you know what, Mel? I will accept your correction. Let's see. See if we're right. The best, the ace. Look at that. Amazing. The worst, we said the nine. Oh, look at that. The nine. Drilled it. Then the queen. It's also pretty bad. Followed by a queen. Okay, so 2 points for you, Mel. What you need to keep in mind here, Mel, is that the queen is like the third worst. The second worst one is a queen because it completes a straight, a four-liner. Makes sense. All right, let's go. Lewis, it's redemption time, all right? See if you understood anything, Lewis.
No, you can skip.
No, I'm not gonna skip you, Mr. Powell. What do you think is a good turn here? Mr. Powell? He's not interested. Look at him. Okay, -5, Lewis. Here. All right, back on you, Tim.
to do three deuce deuce.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of an interesting one. Uh, I think the worst cards are going to be ace and three, but 4 and 5 are going to be right there with it. None of those cards are good for us. Best cards are going to be like king, queen, jack, specifically king, jack.
Very solid answer. I like that.
Yep. Yeah, everything that straightens out at the bottom is going to be bad for us.
Ace, the worst.
Yep. Three,
Three,
4, 5, also 6. All bad. Good, King Jack 10. Yep. Danny, here's your deuce, by the way. The deuce trips here is like, great, neither player has anything. I started this hand with better range. Eat it.
Wait, what?
On this board, the turn deuce trips is like neither player ever has anything, so we just get to leverage our pre-flop advantage.
Look at this. Yeah, deuce is also pretty good.
Pocket pairs.
That would be
Full
different on
house.
like 10-7-7, where he actually has a little bit of, if the trips turn quads, but now he just like neither player really ever has quads here, so it's fine.
Well, you just have so many more full houses than him, you know?
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna accept 2 points, Tim.
Why 10? Because show flop strat. We range bet, yeah? And then he doesn't float 10x.
We should be
Okay,
betting
that's
Show our,
small.
yeah, show our
Yeah,
betting strat.
he can
And we
float a little
open
bit of like
10x,
5-4 or
10.
something like that, but he just like never floats 10-8. That's just an absurd float.
Actually using 33% the most.
And
Right.
bigger. Paired deuce is not a tiny bet board. You leverage your
Yeah.
huge range advantage with big bets.
And it's the bottom of our range, so that's what we bet on the flop.
Yeah, so best one was the 10, right? Followed by like jack and king. King was like a little bit more murky because he has to float some suited kings. Very interesting. Okay, Danny?
Vamos. Okay, I think this is another dry enough one where the ace won't be quite as good as the king or the queen. What's better, king or queen? I think one of those two should be best. Let's say king. King is best. And then worst will be... yeah, all three of them should be pretty equivalent. Like 3, 6, 7, 9 are all gonna be bad. Even 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. But I'll pick the 7 as the actual absolute worst. And then if we're picking like the exact card, ace of spades, I guess will be the worst one. Or one of the spades.
Yeah, so you said the best was the king? Nailed it?
Yeah. Is it queen or king?
You said the
Oh, it's
worst was
king.
the 7 or the 3? Or the other ones okay, pretty good.
Basically even, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
6,
pretty
8, 10, all
solid.
bad.
All right, Saeed.
Oh,
All right, let's see. I think it's a bit different on monotone boards.
I think ace is still good. Don't know about worst though.
I think the worst are clearly 8 and 3. 8, 8, 9 also bad. 8 is the worst. 3 is in the ballpark. Pretty good. So that's a 1. The best, the
Wait, Louis,
king.
hold up on the screen for a second. Look at the spades on the far left. That's the clearest thing in the world. Look at how much we bet the deuce of spades and the 4 of spades and how it decreases
and
linearly as you go towards the top of the deck.
look at the sizing. It's over but sizings as well on Broadway's.
Silver betting
So
is a
83.
big one.
Oh, look at that, yeah.
So what I read this as is like when the deuce of spades comes, we both often have a flush, but we have disproportionately more big flushes, and we leverage that by making him cry. He has like 2 pair and 1 pair, and we have ace of spades and king of spades.
Yeah, and when they double barrel the turn, are we supposed to call with our 7 of spades, Arturus? What do you think?
What?
No, I'm just nah.
I missed it.
Inside baseball. Never mind.
If it's strategy question, write it down. If it's troll, it's troll.
Yeah, I'm trolling your call fold with the flush the other day.
Arturas.
Okay, worst card is a 4, I guess. I don't get it.
Goodness, Arturas, how strong are you? All of a sudden.
Okay, and the best card is an ace, I guess. Yeah, ace. I think it's not an 8, but I don't know. It's like
When I hear things
I think
like this,
10. 10
think-
better.
there might be hope. Might be hope. Arturas.
oh,
10 better than ace.
interesting.
I'm gonna be wrong though. Oh, is it? Oh, it's a jack? Ah. So close.
Again, the middle card theory. No, the 8 is actually worse than the 4. The 4 is very competitive in the worst turns category. So that's gonna be good for 1. Then the best is the ace. Very competitive, but also remember the queen or the jack. The jack being the best because he on the flop. Just remember that. On the flop. He's folding a bunch of jacks, a bunch of queens. So much that the jack X and the queen X become key cards for in position. And they show up, our range is lighting up. Alright, so boom. Puras. Got it. Alright, Dean. What do you think is worse than the best here?
I think we had this one. Arturus had this one last round.
Already forgot.
I was
Yeah,
on
you
mute. I was on mute. Shit. I was on-
The best turn
It's
and the
ace and
worst turn.
5.
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like 5 through 9 worst, ace best.
What
Alright,
about
try
this
this one.
Five, five, 5 and 2 bad, and also probably ace bad. They got the 3 4, so king good, king best. Ace might be the worst actually. It's kind of like the other one. Ace through 5 worst, king best.
I think Dean's got it.
Best the king. Look at
Oh,
that.
ace is not
Nailed
bad
it.
though.
Then the worst, five deuce. 5.
5, yeah, worse than deuce.
And deuce in the ballpark. All right.
4 all stuck too.
Okay. Now for me. Oh, little triple. I mean, why not?
Weird.
Okay. Okay. Why are you doing this to me, Tito Wizard? I was in the lead. It's gonna be easy. Was gonna do a quick exit, wrap it up early. With the W. And now, what? What is this?
Do they
Wait,
count
this is
chops
so
as
hard.
good? I know. Do they count
Why?
chops
So
as like
hard.
being okay? Like a
Why
5
is it
would chop and suck.
trip board? Ah.
Ace would chop because we gotta float tons of aces.
Have we learned so far? Ace is bad on pair boards because he floats a lot with them. So I suppose the same here. So I'm gonna go with the best is the king. But that's very ambitious given how successful the, the best is. It could be a queen actually because he's gonna fold a lot on the flop with like queen X.
Hmm.
And he has to continue a little bit more with like king X.
Hmm.
I'm gonna.
Maybe even jack.
I don't know. It's very close. Okay, I'm gonna stay with the king, but I think followed by the queen. And the worst would be a five. Five would be really, really bad. Yeah. Oh no, the worst is the ace. That's right. Okay. Let's see. Ambitious answer.
5
See.
and ace both chop. Because a 5 he floats with the same aces and it's the same chop as an ace would be.
Oh, okay. The worst one is the ace. I got that one. Perfect. Okay, so +1 here for the worst.
And the 5 is equal.
The
Hmm.
5, as we thought. I knew that the 5 was like pretty bad, right? And then the best one, I said king or queen. No, damn, king or
Solver hates chops too.
queen. No, it's jack or tens. Jack or tens. Jack or tens. Because on the flop, yes, he folds a lot more tens.
Yeah, because he just doesn't have anything. Neither player has anything. So he's yeah, gotta go lower in the deck.
Okay, I stand 6.
Interesting hand.
Wild hand.
Yeah.
Ash K, best and the worst.
Worst should be an 8 here, and best should be a king here.
I think the best is the ace. The best is the ace. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really close though, but very close. I guess. Okay, I guess I gave it to you. Okay, so the best is the king, was the actual ace, but so close. Then the worst is the eight, you said. Hey, look at that. All right, very nice. All right, let's go, Mel. Okay, Mel. Mel, if you read the heuristics here, okay, if you take your time and read the heuristics here, you're gonna figure out the best and the worst hands very easily. So, best is maybe start with the worst since it's literally on the screen. Worst will be the ace. That's it. Because he floats a ton of aces.
And 4 5.
All right. Ace is worst and the best is
Do we open any 4x or 5x hands? Do we have that in our range?
Melanie, so think about when you see bet on the flop and he calls, okay? Also, think about more like when we see bet on the flop and he folds, okay? You already figured out that the ace is the worst because he's gonna call on pair boards with ace highs, right? So the ace is bad. What is he gonna fold on those pair boards when you see bet? This is what you need to think about. What does he do with like king eight offsuit when you see bet here? What does he do with jack eight offsuit here when you see bet? Right. So he's losing hands like king X. He's losing hands like jack X, maybe queen X, because he can't call your C bet. So those hands become really, those cards, if they show up on the turn, he has less of them, therefore, are really good for you. Right? That's the logic here. I think you need to think about, yeah, a high card that he folded on the flop. Let's do king. I think
Nice,
king, he
king,
has to
nice.
call some king eyes. But I think
Mhm.
if you said queen or jack or 10, I think that would be really good. Okay. Because what is he gonna do with like 10 eye on the board? Like 10, 10, 10, you know? So stuff. So you said like king. Let's go with the king. I think it's gonna be possibly a
It could be
queen.
the highest skyscrapers.
Right, ace is worse. Let's see if we get a point. Ace is worse. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Solid heuristic here. Ace is worst.
Threes.
Best is the king. The best is actually victory.
You get more full house.
And the king, very competitive. As we said, like the king, the jack, and the 10. No, after you see that, he's folding those. So very nice. Good answer, Mal. Okay. Very nice comeback, Mel. Lewis. Lewis. Who's getting deleted? All right. Ready for the finals.
Lewis already left.
Lewis is gone. So -5, he's done.
All right. Saeed's getting deleted. Turas. And then we're have a bunch of fours. We have a bunch of sixes. So let's get started for the fight. The fight for the crown. Okay. Ready, Tim?
Come at me, bro.
You wanna do low jack? Something new?
For the last round?
No? Okay.
Under the gun versus button.
Wait.
Vamos.
Boom. Best and the worst here, Tim.
Worst is, man, it's like worst is 4, but like everything between ace and 8 is kind of meh. Um, Best are king and jack.
Oh, Tim, you failed. You got the
What?
worst one, but you failed on the worst, on the best one. The best is the ace.
No, it's not. There's a wheel draw.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, -1 for Louis.
oh,
Might be game over already.
best one is the king. Okay, the
They're
jack is
good.
not really as good as the king, but that's good enough for one, Tim. Then the worst is the worst, the 4. The 4 is very close in the ballpark. The worst is actually a
And
5. Okay.
and like I said, yeah, different suits work
Very
different, but
close.
everything between
Okay.
deuce and 8 is all bad. All
2
bad.
points. Oh, very strong, Tim. I think you're good. Ooh. Ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh. What am I gonna do? Ay, ay, ay,
These
ay,
are
ay,
hard
ay.
ones. Hard
Oh,
ones.
Arthur can smell my fear.
Ooh, here's a good one.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna go with the worst. Worst is gonna be the 8. And the best is gonna be. I I feel like a deuce is pretty good here, or a 3. Best
Mhm.
is. Hmm. Hmm. So the best is not a king. King is like one of the worst. When I see bet on this board, he's
Do
gonna.
you open
He's,
pocket deuce?
nope.
What's
Now
the difference between deuce 3, 4, 5, 6?
Sevens
not about
would
that.
be good.
The deuce here would be just a brick.
If it's queens, 8, 7, maybe like a 5. We open fives, fours,
Pretty sweet if it looks like a brick
5
and
or
you made it
4.
slip though. That'd be pretty
When I
nice
see
sometimes.
bet this board,
That's
it's
what
gonna.
Danny's trying to say, right? The bottom up, our bottom up pairs, like fours. So 4 would be good.
Dean, don't give him too much help.
I think a 4 would be pretty good, yeah. But what is he folding? He's folding his 10. 9.
You got it, Louis.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a 10 or a 9.
The best?
Yeah, 9. 9. Yeah, 9. Best is a
Click
9.
the button.
You had it and
Click
then
the
you
button.
drove off a cliff. I don't know what happened. It's the 4. The best is the 4.
A 9's not really different than a king, right? Like it's
9 seems kind of
10,
bad.
10 jack,
Not
and
gonna
8,
lie.
9, queen 9.
The deuce 3 and 4 are all the same, but we don't have pocket 2s or 3s in range. So
Or we have
4
like
will
a
be
sliver,
slightly
right?
better.
Right,
We open a sliver for more coverage, but yeah.
let's see.
No, Tim, I think 4 is the floor.
It's like,
Fours are the
what is 4 improving? Maybe 6
4
a bit
improves
more.
pocket 4s, buddy. That's the only difference.
And it's a brick.
Yeah, see. Somehow it's a 6, but he defends 8-6 offsuit, so I don't understand that.
Okay, so the
But
best is
next with
It's surprising.
followed by a 10.
Oh wait, I'm looking at it backwards, sorry, those are the bad ones. Wait, what the hell? It's the king? What is it? King?
King is good.
I
Are we
said
on the
that
right thing?
9.
What the hell?
I should have stuck with my 10 because 10 would have been
10?
but the 9 is just right.
Is he pure raising Jack 10 on the flop? He must be.
Yeah, it must be.
For the king to be this good, he must be pure raising Jack 10.
The queen is pretty bad, right? Just as the 8, so 7 here. If I wish I would have stuck with my 10.
Oh yeah, can you show his flop strat? Why
Good
is
one.
the brick not best here?
Maybe he gives him too many 2 pairs with like ace 4 that he doesn't raise on the flop.
Yeah, he folds a
That's the
bunch.
only one though, cause he doesn't have queen 4 off and 8-4 off in range. Jack 10 raising a lot, but not pure.
Yeah, he folds a lot of king eyes.
It's so connected he never floats king high.
Yeah.
So he only
Mm,
has King 10, King Jack, and then the stuff that already had a pair, King 8, King Queen, Ace Queen. Ace, yeah. King, queen.
All right. Well,
Huh.
today Tim is the big winner. Thanks a lot for playing, everybody. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe. And we got a Discord with vibrant community. Make sure you're a member of our Discord. Thanks a lot for joining, everybody. It's always a pleasure. It was a fun game today. I want to wish you guys a good grind day. Have a good one.